This is my audience. How about you guys show yourself? There's my cameraman. Didn't he do a good job right there? Alright, so before I begin, I want you all to first imagine the first time that you were taught about a sport. Now, it's probably when you were younger, a little kid, probably no older than 3. Alright, so now since most of us grew up in America, that first sport was probably either baseball, basketball, football, soccer, whichever. However, none of those developed into my favorite sport. I did, in fact, learn about all of them. My favorite sport didn't actually start until I first came here at Alfred State 3 years ago. And that sport is martial arts training. Now, through martial arts training, I have so much fun doing it. It's a great way to keep healthy, fit, active, and there's so many awesome benefits with it that me and so many other people have discovered. So today I'm actually going to be focusing on 3 different types of those benefits, and those are the emotional, spiritual, and mental benefits of martial arts training. So without further ado, let's go into emotional benefits. And the emotional benefits fall into a short-term and a long-term category. The short-term is stress relief. Now, you can get stress relief from pretty much any physical activity at all. You can get it just from walking around. But the stress relief that you experience through martial arts is different than that of any other physical activity. As noted by Doris Troxel in her article, The Benefits of Martial Arts for All Ages, this form of stress relief is different due to the mental and spiritual elements that help focus the mind and emotions to bring on self-control and inner peace in the practitioner. Now, what also contributes to this stress relief is the atmosphere in which you train. In the dojo, when you're training, you leave all your troubles and worries on the other side of that door. Where you train is where you focus and do what you need to do. You leave every single problem outside. And when you're finished training, you go back to the outside world, you feel refreshed and relieved and have a clear mind so you can focus on that problem head on, possibly in a new way. Now, the long-term benefit is self-confidence. Self-confidence is a very huge and important benefit. It crosses over into every single form of your life. Self-confidence is great because it shows that you're prepared, you're a professional, and you're sure of yourself. So if you don't have, that's one of the major things you need to get, which martial arts definitely benefits you with. Now, as noted by Brad Binder in his article, The Psychological Benefits of Martial Arts, Myth or Reality, he found that self-confidence, independence, and self-esteem all increase with the time that you train. So the longer you practice martial arts, the more self-confidence you're going to gain from that. So now, let's move on to the spiritual benefits. Now, the spiritual benefits you'll only gain through traditional studies of martial arts. Now, traditional study basically means that there's a lot of respect, a lot of focus on meditation and kata forms, and less contact solely between the students while practicing the martial arts. Now, as noted by Brad Binder in his article, the traditional styles show less aggression in the students through time. This allows them to gain more confidence and control since they don't have to deal with the other students on a hand-to-hand basis early on. They get to get used to that fact. Now, Abdi Nae, a martial arts expert, also comments on the spiritual benefits. According to him, the improved spirituality teaches the students to control their aggression. By controlling that aggression, the students are able to defeat their fears and experience internal peace and a boost in their overall confidence. So from there, let's move on to the mental benefits of martial arts. Now, the mental benefits also fall into categories. There's the short-term and long-term benefits. Short-term, it is a change in your focus, and the long-term benefit is changing your overall attitude. Now, the change in focus will come first. Now, as noted by San Lacchio, an instructor of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, through studying the martial arts, you gain the ability to relax and concentrate for longer periods of time. That is focus. Now, this focus in time will lead to developing an awareness of the other people around you and their needs. Now, the attitude mentioned takes a lot longer to develop, and that attitude basically contributes to you being a less violent individual altogether. Through training in the martial arts, in time, you practice it so much that you learn how the violence is a bad way to approach things. The martial arts are there to protect and defend yourself, but never to harm. That is never the intention. As noted again by Troxel in her article, those that participate in martial arts will eventually become more responsible, mature, and less likely to get involved with violence through time of their training. So I've now covered everything that I need to say, and so to wrap this up, the martial arts give you a lot of rounded amount of benefits. These benefits are great because they're not offered through any other way through either a different sport or physical activity. The benefits I covered here today are the emotional, spiritual, and mental benefits. And overall, when you're just training in the martial arts, you're not just learning a style. You're not just learning the punches and the kicks. You're learning how to make yourself better overall. You're learning to improve yourself for the better. And with that, I'd like to leave you with that. So thank you, and thank you for coming and watching this. Once again.